Houston is secretly planning something. I have no idea what it is, but they're working out 3 running backs that honestly I'm a little bit surprised by. Not only have some of them not played football in a few years, but looking at it, it's kind of head-scratching because the Texans already have a lot of valuable depth at the running back position. So it makes you question, why are they working these guys out? And there could be a reason for it. So a lot to get to on Texans Digest. But if you're new to the channel, 88% of you are not subscribed. Just want to say a huge thank you to watching the videos. Everyone giving their support. We've been growing drastically over the past few weeks, and it would not be possible without everyone watching, everyone in the comments. It's been a blast to bring you guys Texans Digest, so I just want to say thank you. And if you want to see all the Texans updates, hit that subscribe button. As for the 3 running backs they worked out, 2 of them are former Bengals, which is, again, interesting because Joe Mixon, we all know, former Bengal. He played with Chris Evans, played with Travion Williams. He was on the roster for the Bengals last year, but didn't have any valuable playing time, didn't have any stats marked. So, again, he was kind of that third string, maybe practice squad. I mean, that's kind of the thing you look for. And Chris Evans, again, no stats kind of marked since 2023. 8 games played, 2 carries, 12 yards. So 2 running backs that are veterans, 2 running backs that have been in the league, but again, have not seen any playing time. So looking at the Texans' overall room right now, if I could find the graphic for you guys, hang on a second here. There is the depth chart. I don't know why it took me so long. But you have Joe Mixon, Dameon Pierce, Dare Ogunbowale. I don't know how to say it. I think it's right. Ogunbowale. And then Woody Marks, you just drafted. So why are you bringing in a 5th running back? Is it just to appeal to your starter in Joe Mixon? Or it's a little concern. Are you going to trade Dameon Pierce? I'm just so confused right now because one of these guys who I would probably rather on the team is Nyheim Hines, who they worked out as well. And I love Nyheim Hines. I know he hasn't played football since 2022 on the Buffalo Bills, but he is a valuable receiving back, and I think that could be something the Texans could look out for. I know Ogunbowale has been that guy to be a receiving back, but I like Hines as well. I know Hines is getting older as well, and you look at who do you want to play on this team, especially somebody who hasn't played football in 3 years, so that could be a little bit odd to look for. As far as the Texans running back room, this could just be looking out for who makes the team. And Hines is only 28 years old, so he still has some burst. I know running back careers are short, but it's just really, really interesting how after the draft, the Texans go out, get some undrafted free agents, and out of all positions, you would think, hey, maybe we're short on offensive line. We could go out and get a couple of those, make a couple of visits there, or defensive tackle could be a little bit light. No, they go running back to make some visits, a position they are stacked on. Joe Mixon, Woody Marks, Pierce, I mean, do they trade him? Ogunbowale, I don't even think I'm saying it right. Ogunbowale. So there's a lot to look forward to for the Texans, but I really don't understand why they're doing this. It's mainly, to my thoughts, it's probably just making the running back room more competitive, right? You're trying to see who that third position could be because Marks and Mixon are probably going to have a 1-2 punch. I don't believe a lot of them are going to go out for passes, and if they are, it's probably going to be Mixon. So they're probably trying to bring in that third down back who can catch the football. Who can do that the best? I think it's Nyheim Hines. I know he hasn't done much, but looking at his stats, I mean, this is the rushing mark, so if we actually look at his receiving, he didn't do much on the Bills in 2022, but again, his best season with the Colts was back in 2022, or his best season, 2020, 63 catches, 482 yards, 4 touchdowns. So again, this guy can do it. He can return punts. He's only 28 years old. I think out of all 3 names, I don't mind Chris Evans. I don't mind Travion Williams. I just, out of everybody, I feel like Hines stands the most volume and can help the team the most because you look at a guy who's very shifty, who can get through the tackles, and that's kind of what you need in the running back room is a tiny back, kind of like Jaleel McLaughlin on the Broncos, right? He is not necessarily a first and second down runner, but I think these visits are mainly for the Texans to make moves to go after a third down back. Now, is it the smartest thing to think about right now? Probably not, especially when you know your offense is probably going to be a 1-2 punch with Mixon and Marks. So I feel like I'm just rambling on here, but it really is a little bit of head scratching to me, and I'm trying to figure out the significance as to why this makes sense. Okay, you're going to work out some veteran running back. If you're going to work out some veteran running backs, at least, you know, hopefully they've played as a starter in the past year or two. You know, no Williams, Evans, and Nyheim Hines have not recorded one carry over the past. It's been a year for any of these guys. It's been since 2022 since Hines has stepped on the field. It's been since 2023 since Williams has had a carry. Although he did play in 17 games, he never actually recorded a stat. And then you look at Williams, it's 2 carries, 12 yards, but that was in 2023. So it's just questioning as to why you're looking at those guys specifically. And I'm a little bit lost here. I don't see the point. I don't see any reason to bring any 3 of those guys in. If you want to work them out, great. But I would work out a little bit more in terms of the running back that are on the board. So it's a little bit surprising to me, especially when a lot of these guys haven't played consistent football over the years. I'm sure they've been on practice squads, but it's a little bit caught off guard for me. So if you're looking at other free agency running backs, I'm really confused. They didn't go after J.K. Dobbins. I know it's a little bit of an injury there, but Dobbins is a free agent. So A.J. Dillon, I'm pretty sure, is a free agent. Nick Chubb is a free agent. Now, all those guys are probably, you know, you're looking at most likely they are hurt. But it's just a matter of why, of all teams, of all players, you're going to go after 3 guys that, no offense, will not make much of an impact. Whether it's third down or not, I feel like I would rather Joe Mixon and Woody Marks run both of the third down groups than put any of those guys in. Now, if it's to bring in competition, fine. If it's to bring in, you know, competitiveness to who's going to win out that RB3, 4, 5 spot, then fine. But you now, if you sign one of these 3 guys you worked out, you now have 5 running backs in the room. You're either going to trade one, you're either going to cut one. So if it's to bring in competition for that number 3 spot, fine. Between Ogunbowale and Pierce, if whoever wants to get that third spot, that's fine. Pierce is most likely going to be used as a punt returner. I mean, that was what he was used for last year as a kick. He was a kick returner most of the time, and he did pretty well. But Ogunbowale has been the receiving back. So maybe it's to bring in competition. I'm just trying to kind of struggling here as to what is the big upside play the Texans are getting here, and it's a little bit questioning. So let me know your thoughts. I'm a little bit quick of a video. I mean, there's not much really to say here other than they worked out 3 running backs. What do they bring to the table, each 3 of them? I mean, 2 of them are former Bengals, so they're most likely going to sign one of those because they have a relationship with Joe Mixon. They've played with him. They've been on the same team, so that is something to think about, but I wouldn't sign any of them. I mean, maybe if you're, again, trying to make it competitive before the 53-man roster cut, I don't think any 3 of those guys make the final cut for the team. Pierce is probably going to be on there. Ogunbowale should be there as well. So there's a lot to look forward to. Just not 3 running backs that I, no offense, don't necessarily want to see on the team. But again, I could be talking, I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts. I mean, I feel like I sound confused talking about this, and I mean, honestly, it is confusing. So 3 running backs that, no offense, don't really add a lot of value to the team. I love Nyheim Hines. He just hasn't played in 3 years, and now he's 28. Maybe he's got a burst. Maybe he doesn't. Besides the point, that's the news for the day. Texans are looking at 3 different running backs. Maybe they bring them in. Maybe they don't. There's not much to talk about right now for the Texans, and if we're going to look ahead to the season, we'll probably talk about the schedule release next. That'll happen in probably a few weeks here. So, again, let me know anything else you want to see in the comments. I'm trying to bring something different, but also have have a little bit more engaging conversation to talk about, because 3 running backs that, no offense, nobody really cares about, it's hard to keep you guys engaged for 10 minutes. So if you made it this far, comment down below what you want to see in terms of some Texans news, because this is just news. And regardless of if they sign anybody or not, it's probably not going to make much of an impact. But that'll do it for Texans Digest. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. Appreciate everyone watching as always. It's been Mike Zanetti, Texans Digest, and we'll see you in the next video.